Mr. Samuel Amwa. Mr. Amwa, from the GPRTU, are you on board with the decision taken by the council?
All right. Thank you very much for having me. Let me use this opportunity to say good afternoon to you and your viewers. Yes, we've seen some release from GRTCC, talking about they increasing transport fares by 20%, hopefully coming 8, that is coming Friday. In fact, when we saw this communique, we were a bit surprised because we have no idea about, this very increment. As we normally do, I believe our records will prove to us that this has never happened, that only GRTCC will come out with a communique, for increasing transport fares. Normally is that anytime there has to be an increment, the GPRTU, the GRTCC will meet the Transport Ministry, will come up with a negotiation that we agree on the 2% that we have to increase. Then we come up with a joint
statement.
And then GRTCC, the person who will sign on behalf of GRTCC will be Mr. Ohini Ebua, then the Godfred Abubu will also sign on behalf of GPRTU. This has been what we've been practicing for all this while. So this time around, when we saw this communique, we were a bit surprised, for GRTCC coming up with this communique.
So is this entirely new to you? I mean, prior to this statement coming up, had there been a meeting to decide on whether to increase fares or keep it at where it is?
I find it a bit difficult hearing from you because the voice is very down. I believe if you can come up again.
All right, so I was asking whether this statement coming from the council is new to you. And I'm asking whether there's been meeting prior to this statement coming out that the GPRTU was part of.
Yes, if I can hear you very well, then it means that we want to find out if this very increment from GRTCC is new to us. Is that not it?
Yes, and then whether prior to the announcement, whether you were part of any meeting that decided on this.
No. Yeah, number one, it's very new to us, and two, we are not part of, whatever agreement that they have. We were not informed as we normally do. Nothing of that sort came to us as GPRTU. It means that we are not informed. That is why I said earlier that we were a bit surprised when the GRTCC came up with this communique, because this has not been the practices we've been going through for all this while.
So Mr. Amwa, GPRTU was never part of any meeting to fix transport fares?
Never. GPRTU has never been engaged, with either the ministry or the GRTCC to come up with a transport fare increment. No, we have not been engaged. We are not part of any, meeting of that sort.
So therefore, what do you make of this? They say that this should take effect beginning Friday, August 8, 2025. Are you saying that your members will not comply?
Yes, what we are doing now is the leadership of GPRTU is engaging the Transport Ministry, because we normally don't just come up with the transport fare increment. Anytime we want to do increment, together with the GRTCC, we go to the Transport Ministry, then we had an engagement. So that is exactly what we want to do now, between today and tomorrow. Even today, the leadership was trying to get in touch with the Transport Ministry, but they couldn't go. So I believe by tomorrow, the leadership of GPRTU is meeting the Transport Ministry to talk about this, to find out from them whether the GRTCC consulted them or there has been an engagement between the GRTCC and the Transport Ministry. If not, then I believe the Transport Ministry has to call a meeting to invite the GRTCC. Then we talk about it before the Friday. Else, it's going to create a lot of confusion, because the drivers out there and the passengers out there don't know, which vehicle belongs to the GRTCC and which vehicle belongs to the GPRTU. All they know is the vehicle is coming and I get on board. And it shouldn't happen that, one party will be increasing transport fares and another party will also say that we are not increasing. It will bring a whole lot of confusion. This has not been the practices that we've been going through.
All right, so I just wanted to find out, so on Friday, if this meeting does not come on, and Friday is the deadline they've set for the new fares to take effect, you are telling your members that they should charge the old price?
Yeah, inshallah, we believe that this meeting will surely come. I think this is not the first time a group, has come up with a proposed transport fare increment. This is not the first time. And normally when it comes like that, we do see some communique from the concerned drivers, the true drivers. They normally come up. When it comes like that, GPRTU, undisputedly, we are the largest transport organization in the nation. And all these small, we give that to them. So when things of this, something like this happens, we do invite them, they will sit down with us. So that is the kind of work we are going to do. And we believe for Friday, all the tension come down, then we'll come up with what we are supposed to come up with. But before then, what we tell our members that they should all come down, nobody should, go ahead and, think of increasing transport fares. We are working things together. If it comes up that we want to increase transport fares, we'll come up with a joint communique, then the public and the drivers will also know of it.
Let me walk you through the three main issues that perhaps influence the council's decision to increase fares by 20% beginning Friday. They say that for non-corresponding reduction in spare parts, goods and service after the reduction of transport fares by 15% on May 21st, 2025, and also to accommodate for the increase in operational costs after the introduction of the Ghana of the 1 cedi per litre levy, that is about 8% increase in fuel costs, and also to accommodate for the increase in maintenance costs as a result of the deplorable roads across the country. Is this something that you identify with?
Yes, what they quoted is 100% right. When we first met the transport ministry, when they were asked to reduce our transport fares by 15%, these are some of the concerns we raised. We told them that, yes, the fuel price has come down all right, but the spare parts and the other components are still up. And that the promise they gave to us was that they are going to work it out for them to also, come down, to reduce it. Of which the GRTCC was also part of that meeting. So this time around, we find out that no, those things are still up. There has never been any reduction on the spare parts or the lubricant and other components.
Right.
So it's 100% true. But what we are saying is, we went there together. All these communications were done together. All these meetings, we held it together with the GRTCC. So now there has to be something that we are supposed to come up with something. It has to be a joint something. It shouldn't be that only the GRTCC will come up with it. It has never happened before. Yes, we also said the same concern. We also know all this. All right, we also know all this, that we are putting things together. Then we invite parties, we call on the GRTCC. Then we meet transport ministry. Then we come up with a percentage that we think where things have got or have gotten to, where we think, or what we think the increment is, let me put it into the percentage that we think if we get, it will support or it will help our business. That is exactly what we are planning, or we are putting things together. So it's not like we are saying that spare parts are still not up and all the other people. Everything is up now. It's only that the fuel price, where it went to and where they reduce it to, that it calls for the reduction, the 15% reduction. It has not gotten to where it was before, but the other components are still up.
And the statement doesn't make any exception. The statement is quite clear that all shared taxis, intracity trotro, intercity long distance and haulage businesses are all affected by the increment. You say that until there is a meeting to clarify this with the transport minister, members of GPRTU should not, comply with the directive to increase fares by 20% beginning Friday.
Yes, that is exactly what we are saying. That is why we are saying that we are engaging the transport ministry. Then we are also engaged the GRTCC. Then we all come up with an agreement so that we will not confuse our members.
Do you know when this meeting will commence?
Come again.
I'm asking whether you know when this meeting will commence because time is of the essence.
Yes. I believe the way today, they couldn't meet. I believe that by tomorrow there is going to be this meeting and we will come up with a conclusion.
All right. Mr. Amwa, thank you so much for your time this afternoon.